I cannot recall any discrete event or any instance which triggered giving in me. There has been a core philosophy in the family that 1/6 of our income should go to charity, and I've seen this being done by my grandfather, my father and my uncles. And the core belief has been that whatever wealth you have, you basically get it from society in some way or form. Even though you put in your hard work, but you leverage resources of the society and hard work of many other people to create the wealth, and hence it must be given back. And we are trustees of wealth, and we should not use more than what is required for our own living. Beyond that, we should try and minimize spending on yourself. So that has been the core philosophy, and I have seen it from childhood. So I think we've just continued the tradition. I've personally been involved in 3 or 4 different ways. I've been involved in my personal capacity, where we do projects without mentioning that we are doing it. So it's like not advertised, and whether it's for a healthcare project, or whether it's a personal contribution for kids, whether it's a personal contribution for religious activities, or even education. So I think that's one bucket. The second bucket is through our foundation, where it's much more organized, and it is done in a specific geography, with a specific purpose. I think so there, I would say there is a business sustainability and a community sustainability angle to it, and it's much more organized. And the third is that where I've done collective philanthropy with organizations like Ashoka, PRS, etc., where other people are also involved, and you basically contribute in some financial way, and also some part of your time, and it's pretty flexible. You don't have to get involved very deeply, and you can get involved as much as you want, so it's quite flexible. And last is that I have served on a board of the Central Square Foundation, where I have not made any financial contribution, but it is just like board meetings and broad policy guidelines, or on-demand discussions. So I think these are the 4 buckets broadly where I've personally been involved in philanthropy. If I think about the phrase strategic philanthropy, if I look back the last 10 years, we have been doing things sporadically and based on projects that come to us, or based on what friends and family talk about, or based on what our foundation does in the villages that we are involved in, which are near our manufacturing facilities. But I think strategic philanthropy to me would mean taking a long-term view and putting disproportionate effort on a few things. So I think that can really create a bigger impact than doing lots of things at lots of places. Regarding what can be done differently in India, I think I have learned from my own experience over the last few years, which was not planned, it just happened, that if you do things in a more organized way, and if you apply the principles of business to philanthropy, I think you can do it in a much more scientific manner, which is easy to transmit across generations, which is easy to replicate, and which is probably possible to scale up in a more significant way than what you've been doing alone with friends and family. So it's like, if I have to use a business terminology, it is instead of running a mom and pop shop, you can run a large scale business, if you organize it. And I think for that, one of the things which has to happen is you have to mentally give up control, saying that, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is the way it should be done, this is the person who has to get it, this is the geography in which I will do. So I think if you're mentally able to do that, then the scale can be much larger, and it can be more sustainable.